So there's definitely lots of a stigma surrounding addiction. That's why we have Recovery Day Ottawa. The chair of Recovery Day Ottawa, Gord Garner, joins us right now. Hi, Gord.
Hi, Dylan.
Nice to see you on the show again.
It's great to be on the show.
Has it already been a year since you were here?
It has been.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible how fast time goes.
It does.
We'll get into Recovery Day Ottawa. Do you want to talk about your story?
Yeah, well, my story is in some ways very typical. That I didn't know I had this, and then I had a whole lot of experiences that didn't make any sense. It confused me, it confused my friends, and I guess the really confusing thing is there wasn't enough suffering to make me stop. That didn't seem to do any good. We just kept going. It was hope and compassion that supported my recovery.
And Recovery Day, obviously instrumental as well, helping to talk about your story, helping others. What's the history of Recovery Day?
Recovery Day started in 2012 here in Ottawa. It started about 20 years ago in the United States, but in Ottawa in 2012, Dan Rothwell and his mom went to the mayor's office, and the mayor read a proclamation that said Ottawa supported recovery. It just didn't look like it. There were 3 people. And so since then, we've grown the event to 2,000 people, and we know that there should be 10 to 20,000 people there eventually.
Wow, that's incredible. So why do you think there should be that many people? Is it that big of an issue? Clearly.
Everybody knows somebody. The fact that we can't talk about that, the fact that we don't know about that already. Recovery Day's purpose is not to change anybody's mind. They already support recovery. They already know somebody. It's to give them a platform to bring that support, that bring meaning to their desires to have Ottawa heal as a community and to have this issue front and center.
Why is there so much stigma surrounding addiction?
I think it's the behaviors attached to it. It's a disorder. So when people try to make sense of addiction, it doesn't make sense. That's why they diagnose it as a disorder. And the people involved with it can't make sense of what's happening to them. You know, it's sort of like the first time you make a mistake, you kind of understand you make mistakes. But when you continue a behavior, you lose track of self, lose self-esteem, and you're stuck in the midst of self-hatred, fueling addiction, anger and fear take over. You hear that these days. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of fear, there's deaths taking place. That's actually the breeding grounds of addiction, is anger and fear and trauma. And so we need hope and compassion.
It's happening this Saturday at Ottawa City Hall?
Happening this Saturday.
Okay. So if people attend, I mean, what are they looking forward to? Because this is not your average event, right? It's not like we're going to have clowns and photo booths and stuff like that.
Well, actually, we're going to have some of those things.
Okay, well, all right.
Yeah, we got bouncy castles, we got John slides, we have a video booth.
You know what? I didn't know that. Okay.
Well, you know, that's why I'm here.
And that's good.
Yeah, because it's a family event.
Okay.
Right? These are people who have issues who've gotten better, people who support recovery, have family members. We want families to come, enjoy themselves, have a barbecue, listen to music, 50 community sponsors or partners with information about resources, 12 to 15 peer support groups with their information tables in a media-free zone. We've got Shaun McCann, co-founder of Great Big Sea.
Really?
We got Cody Coyote, we got Daphne Willis singing. They're all living in recovery. And we've got, of course, officials. We have the proclamation from the City of Ottawa again. And we want people to learn, to laugh, to enjoy, and to be community.
So it's pretty important, and it's kind of neat to have the guy from Great Big Sea, Shaun McCann.
Absolutely.
How did you manage to get him on board? Well,
I met Shaun last year because he has become an advocate through his own story and using music as a recovery process for himself and encouraging others, not just in the area of addictions, but also in the veterans with PTSD, that music is therapeutic in nature.
Okay. If people can't attend this, but they definitely need the service, they need the help, they need to talk to somebody, what are the best resources in the city to go to?
Well, one of the resources in the city is our webpage, Recovery Day Ottawa, and if you click on Community Partners, there's a link to all our partners' websites.
Okay.
And just that act, I would suggest, is the imagination that there's help for you, and we would want you to know that your imagination is not wrong. Your experience may have been hopeless, but your imagination is not unfounded in well-being.
So at this point, are you looking for volunteers still to help out? I mean, it's only a handful of days away.
We encourage everybody to participate. If you want to show up and be a volunteer the day of, we'll embrace you, we'll find you something to do. We'll take your picture as a recovery ally. We printed 100 t-shirts for volunteers. Imagine 4 years ago, there wasn't 100 people at Recovery Day.
And now just the volunteers are outnumbering
Absolutely.
the early days of this. Volunteers' donations as well, probably something that helps.
We're an unfunded organization that counts on our community to support us. And as the community learns what we're doing, I think that that's coming forward. We have a donations button on our website, and of course you're free to press that. We're a charitable organization now, so you will get a tax receipt for charitable donation.
Good. That helps out. Why not?
Yeah.
What is the exact time that this all gets underway on Saturday?
The Community Partner Fair starts at 10 o'clock. The main rally runs from 12:30 to 3 p.m. There's an award ceremony at 3 p.m. for Rita Nortarandria, who is the Executive Director of the Canadian Centre for Substance Use and Addiction, for her long-time commitment and perseverance in the support of recovery. Okay,
so a very important day happening this weekend, Saturday to be precise, the 23rd, Recovery Day, Ottawa. Gord Garner, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for being here.
Helping out in our community in a big way.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. And thank you as always for tuning in. Repeats at 6 and 11.